Hi Silem stars, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video guys, I'm going to show you how to drape a wrapper illusion dress. If you want to see how we do this, definitely keep on watching.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Now when it comes to making your wrapper illusion dress, you want to start with a clean base. So for me, the base of my dress is a corset dress. So as you can see, this is the front piece, okay? This is just the front piece, not the front and back together. So I made the corset top, I joined it to the skirt for the front. And then because my dress has a two draping design at the top part, that is what I'm doing right now. So if your dress has a design at the top part that you feel like you can put at this stage, you can go ahead and do that. In my last video, I showed you a detailed way on how you can drape two on your corset. Okay, so that's a very detailed tutorial. I'm going to leave the link to that tutorial in the pinned comment down below. So you want to go ahead and drape your two if you have two. For me, I went ahead to do that. I draped the two on both sides, and then I went ahead to pin, you know, the tool to secure it. After that, I use my steamer to put flatten everything, make sure that everything is nice and flat. Then when I was done with that, I went ahead to just sew the tool by the sides to secure it. Okay. Now remember, all of this is done on the front piece alone. I haven't joined the front piece to the back piece. So once I was done with joining my two, the next thing I did was I took a piece of fabric that was 2.5 inches wide, and the length of this fabric is 60 inches. So you know how your normal fabric has a length of 60 inches. Yes, so I didn't touch the length. I left it at 60 inches, but the width was 2.5 inches. Now I joined this 3 inches below the waistline. Remember that my tool that I draped came down below the waistline, okay? So this piece that I joined now was joined 3 inches below the actual waistline, not where the tool stopped, below my actual waistline. So wherever you have your waistline, just come down by 3 inches and then place your fabric. Now this fabric again, as you can see, I have created pleats. These pleats I created are done to help with creating the wrapper illusion draping. Also, this pleat will also reduce the length of this fabric so that it's now equal with the skirt length. Remember that I said that this length of this fabric is 60 inches, but the length of my skirt, which is the waist to the hem, is 43 inches. So that's a difference of 17 inches. So it means that I pleated the remaining 17 inches at the top there. So make sure that you create those pleats. Do not let the pleats go down too much. They should go down from the they should get down up to about 10-12 inches from the waistline. Okay, they shouldn't go down below that because you want all of that pleats to be um confined to the hip area. Now if you're making a traditional wrapper, what I mean by that is, using a George fabric and you want it to look like it was actually two wrappers tied on the waist, you want to make sure that your wrapper illusion fabric, after draping, after joining it, is about 10 inches shorter than the length of your skirt. Okay, also you're going to have to do a pencil skirt with a slit at the back for a traditional wrapper. But for me, this is actually like a modern wrapper illusion draping style. So I'm using a mermaid skirt and not a pencil skirt. And the length of my wrapper is the same length with my skirt. So as you can see now, I've joined the front of my dress to the back of the dress. So once you've joined that fabric, you want to now join the front of your dress to the back. And then obviously pin if you need to. So as you can see, this dress is bigger than my mannequin. That's why I had to pin it at the waist. But be careful when you're pinning because your wrapper draping, if you don't drape it well when you have a mannequin that is smaller, if you don't drape it well, what's going to happen is that is going to kind of squish the dress, right? If you drape it too tightly, it's going to squish the dress. So I'm not going to drape my own too tightly because obviously this dress is too big, or this mannequin is too small for the dress rather. So now what I'm doing is, as you can see, this I've already created the pleats. And if you notice, when I was sewing at the top part there, I went ahead to hem the top part of this fabric, this wrapper fabric. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to just arrange the pleats nicely. Now you would appreciate this um technique of wrapper illusion draping more if you are using like a George fabric or another type of fabric. But this is um a bridal satin fabric, so you might not really appreciate the way this really looks. Although this is what the customer wanted and she really really loved it. But basically, you want to just arrange your pleats at the back there, and then make sure that your pleats go below your zipper. Okay, below the zipper. Do not drape it such that the 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 draping of the wrapper is pressing on the zipper. Let the draping just be slightly below the zipper. And that's the reason why we came down by 3 inches from the waistline when we were attaching the fabric. So you want to drape that all the way to the front. So this technique of wrapper illusion, the wrapper goes from the right side all the way across to the back, comes to the front, to the right side of the front. Okay, that is how it is. I have shown you in my previous wrapper illusion tutorials, I've shown you how to drape a wrapper illusion that goes from the zipper allowance all the way to the front right side. I've also shown you how to drape a wrapper illusion that um you know drape two different fabrics on the right side, and then you drape one of the fabrics across the back to the left side, and you drape the other fabric across the front from the right side to the left side. So both of the fabrics meet at the left side from both the front and the back. So I have different wrapper illusion tutorials, just so that whichever one you feel like you you want to do, you can go ahead and do it. Now, what I did so far was I just simply took that fabric from the back, that's from the left side. I draped it across the back towards the front left side. So the same side where I attached the fabric is the same side where the draping um actually stopped, right? Now, also the pleats that I created when I was joining that fabric is the same pleats that actually helped me create this draping you can see on the wrapper illusion. Okay, it's the same pleats that helps me create the draping. That's why it's important that when you're joining your wrapper fabric, you add some pleats so that it helps you with the draping. So just make sure that everything is nice and neat, and make sure that it drapes nicely. If you need to iron or steam, you can go ahead and do that. Now, if you notice, the draping on the side is a bit lower than the waistline, and then when I got to the left side where I'm supposed to attach the draping, I took it up. So that is the design that you want. So this is how the back looks like. You can see that the pleats are still there nicely, and this is what it looks like. I simply went ahead to just tack it with my needle and thread at that left side, and we're good to go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.